running out of that tunnel for the first time as a starter, it was special, and especially after we scored that first touchdown in 3 plays. Energy was awesome, but I think our performance, my performance specifically, wasn't up to our level. So even walking off that field, and honestly didn't even feel like we won, just because I set the bar so high for myself, and I know my teammates do as well. So it felt good, but we got to look forward to Saturday.
I guess to that, what is it you saw or y'all saw as a room that wasn't up to what y'all's expectations are?
Yeah, well, I think for me, just first time starting, just little mistakes that I made, and also the starting line that we put out there. A lot of them were injured during fall camp, so we didn't have a lot of reps together. But we know what we need to work on, and we got a really good group of guys that just want to get better and we want to win.
You were a part of this team last year that lost to Kentucky. Just what's your focus for this weekend, and how are you preparing maybe differently than you did last week for Georgia State for this weekend against Kentucky?
Yeah, we just gotta focus on ourselves and fix the mistakes we made last week. And Kentucky's a really good team. They're really well coached on the road. It's gonna be tough, but if we do our stuff, we should be good.
What's it like blocking for Quan Lacey?
Yeah, I mean he's a hell of a running back. He breaks a lot of tackles. He makes us look good, even when we mess up a little bit. But he's a hell of a player, and also off the field, he's just a cool guy hanging around.
We hear that a lot about the difficulty of playing O-line without a ton of reps with the other guys. But would you mind explaining why that is? What's so hard?
I think just communication-wise, just everyone being on the same level, steps being on the same level, not tripping over each other. But I think with a good week of practice this week, we'll be good.
What'd you think of Austin, and how did he take the win in his performance? Was he hard on himself, just that kind of thing?
Yeah, I mean Austin's naturally hard on himself, just like I am and a bunch of other players are, because we just want the best for us, and our standard's so high, it's almost unachievable. But he had great energy throughout the game, even when he made mistakes. He came up to us and was like, "We're gonna get it back. We're gonna get it back." So he's a great leader, and he showed that Saturday.
And on Q1, maybe you see it more on film than live, but the speed is obvious. But what he does on the goal line, how impressive is that?
Yeah, he just has a relentless effort. He's trying to do everything it takes just to score, and do everything to put the team on his back. I mean, you saw on the goal line, he broke about 4 or 5 tackles, so he just has a relentless effort to score.
Being the first SEC on SEC matchup this year against Kentucky, what's a statement you want to make to the rest of the conference this week?
I think we just want to, fix our mistakes from last week and, prove to everyone else the type of team we know we have here.
Questions? Okay, thanks, Brycen.
Thanks.